Hello, and once again I'm recording me playing Endless Space. And we have a battle here right at the start because I think this is a battle that already was fought, because for some reason I don't even think that that I always forget to save, but maybe my save is right protected for some reason. But I cannot. Yeah, so I had to take the autosave once again, and that's why we will see what happened at the end of last round, I think. So let's check. Okay, what might I have taken? Probably guillotine and then barrier, maybe. No, I think short circuit. I will take it again, and then magnetic field, and I will press the manual button so we can see this fight unfold, which unfortunately, as I've mentioned before, with this ship list that has a size that it can only fit 5 ships into it, and you cannot even see all ships unless you start scrolling, which is, in my opinion, an extremely stupid design decision for GUI, but that's how it is. Okay, only one of my ships taking significant damage. Those melee kinetics really bad at melee range, long range. Now they targeted other ships as well, and I think the winning factor in this fight is my hero, and that's why it looks like I don't lose any ship. But if I remember correctly, I lost one at the end of the fight to some, I think one of the ships had long range something. Let's see. No, I didn't lose anything. Okay, but in the fight I remembered I lost something, but apparently not this time, and maybe it was another fight after all. Maybe this, for example. They're attacking again. Here they have more shields, kinetic, and so we will once again. I think the last time I didn't play short circuit for the first 2 turns. Now this should help me greatly. I think the small ships are... Whoops, I pressed auto. Well, doesn't matter. I lost 1000. This time I took actually quite a bit of damage. I think those cruisers survived a little longer and thus did a bit of damage. And my hero already level 19. Yeah, I'm relatively sure that I already had this one. Emergency shelter is not as strong as in 1114 anymore. There I think was one of the strongest things with all the glass cannons. So you could basically survive the fight where both fleets would wipe each other out. Okay, I don't really know what to spec into Science Leech. Yeah, why not? Oh, HP regeneration 5. This is so little. I think I will take the Science Leech. Don't really know how it works, but it probably will be helpful for me. And so what's that? It's an invasion ship. I might want to send it here as well. Yeah, this shortens the time for the invasion. Fought another, okay, defense, that's nice. Not too nice, but it's okay. Oh! Now they are attacking my other fleet. It's a relatively strong fleet. I hope they still are. Oh, these cruisers. Okay. Most of their ships do have shields. But I have a hero and I have deflectors on all of my ships, and they still only use this. No. Here's long-range missiles. And here's medium-ranged missiles. But most of the ships do have. I will try to take on this combat. I will play nano repair in the first phase and then magnetic field in the next two phases. And I hope that my fleet survives. If it does not, then I could be in trouble, because my other fleet is over at the other front, and having to fight the two fronts war isn't that easy. Okay, they have some missiles. Yeah, this was my fleet that also has missiles. And I hope that at the end of this, I think the missiles I'm using were long range. So in this case I might actually consider retreat. Ouch. Okay, I lost two ships. I think those were the ships that were attacked by missiles. And now, if I should survive this, I will try to retreat, because it looks very bad now. They have lost some ships, but their cruisers, they are well defended against missiles. Yeah, and I have mostly missiles, so. But they also have melee kinetics, and now we are in melee phase, so they will very likely wipe my ships out. Killed quite a lot of them, but only the small ones. The big ones survived, and they don't really have a good weakness, other than kinetics is not so high, their kinetics defense. And my hero died, and it cost quite a lot to revive him. Oh, what here? I haven't adjusted my tags after finishing several buildings. So I'll definitely have to go back to making ships, but I will make new ships, and those are pretty much doomed. I cannot retreat them because the system is blocked, as you can see. So I will lose my whole invasion fleet. I have to build ships that can stop there. Option 2 is not an option anymore. I have to redesign them, and I have to take into account. Okay, they mostly. First thing, I add a tonnage module. Armor, maybe 2. I don't know. What? Okay, this is not the next generation armor yet. I will take only one, and they had missiles. So these flag modules, relatively small. They didn't have lasers, and they were weak against kinetics and strongest against missiles. So I might want to pick a long-range kinetics. or do I? Now I can. Now I also have the resources for beam weapons. I feel I will go for medium ranged beams. Just want to. I'll take medium ranged beams. Yeah, tonnage usage is okay. Ship should be somewhat good. And I will queue. How big is the fleet for me? It's 9. So I will queue 9 ships right away. Oh, those take quite some time to build. They are relatively expensive. So it might be that the system reaches its population growth before. So and then I want to switch away from hyperscale farms, and that's why I will only queue 4 of them for now, because this could be around about the time where when the population has grown to fill out all planets. I also might want to colonize Taurus and Sodan, and that's why I will queue 2 net ships here. Actually, I will put this at the end, and I will only build 1 here and 1 will be built here. Okay, now they are attacking my invasion ships, and oh well, we could save most of them. And they already moved over to Lyra, which is very bad for me because Lyra is my source of Hexaferrum and it's a source of sorry. Oh god, this is not good, because I think I will cancel my invasion here and come back here and defend, because this invasion isn't doing anything. And I have to get rid of them so I can make more ships, because these ships need these resources. And I will put those over here, because if they come in and blockade the system, then my ships will be lost as well. And I don't want that to happen, obviously. And I also see that I forgot the clock once again. So I will set it up at I think 45 minutes is okay, since this has been going on quite some time. Okay, they now started invading here without invasion ships, but and I have to select a new science. Let's see. I think I just got this support module repair tonnage. Phoenix, new ship type. Bomber module. I don't need these, but I feel that I'd like to have better armor for my ships. But let's go this way And what will we get? Is this the... It's a bomb module. I consider this totally useless, but special module troops, this is actually nice to have. And I also would get fighters, but I won't use them unless I see the enemies use bombers. I will probably use bombers. I have no clue how good they are, but I think that their tonnage is now it's okay. It's only 20 tonnage. You can add them to your ships for some additional boost. They ignore armor and they ignore defenses, and defenses are once again okay. So I wanted to design a new ship, this one. And I will of course take the repair module if it has a bonus on it. Okay, it needs the blocked resource and this one too, so I can design it, but I won't be able to build any of these. And armor, I think, takes percentage, which makes sense because it also gives percentage bonus. I will add an armor to my ship. And the power module, I don't think it's worth it. At least not this one. So defense, once again I haven't seen any beams, but I will put quite a few of those, 5 of those, and let's say 3 of those. This somewhat reflects what I have seen. And I will take the medium ranged beam weapons because I've made good results with those. Maybe I should think up better names, because results is a relatively stupid name, but it requires 4 resources and 3 of them are currently blocked. So I have to free Lyra first before I can do anything, and I will also put something else in the queue here, because apparently those ships cannot be built anyways. I think I will even put industry to desk conversion. So hopefully my fleet will be relatively quick to free up this system. But now the yellow guys of course have breathing room again. They can make use of their system once again. But it's not as important as this one, because this one houses all of my important resources. What? Okay, I thought he was kidding me and only move a very short route, but that's not the case. Depleted isotopes. Why is he building this? I mean, it's okay for me, but I thought that it should only build it. Ah yes, because I tagged this building as industrial building, and so it will also be built by the normal governor, because it is not a defense building. That once again has to do with my mod, and I think it's okay to build this. My phone is ringing right now, so I will pause recording. And on it goes. You probably haven't noticed any pausing, because this should not be noticeable. Okay. I have quite a good income, and I want to mainly spend it on more ships, but I will also spend it on getting these... Oh, now I can colonize 3 of these systems. But unfortunately this one is now blockaded, but my fleets are on their way. So this looks fine. I can't build ships anyways, otherwise I would probably even interrupt building other stuff. So now my fleets should... Wow, there's more fleets of them, but it's only scouts. But those guys have come with a relatively strong fleet, but it's 7 of 12 and 3,900. I should be able to deal with it, but first I have to wipe those out so I can continue producing ships, and I think I will produce ships on most of my systems. Okay, kinetics. I will just nano repair in a long range phase and magnetic field and medium range phase, and nano repair again in the melee range phase where I hopefully have almost wiped them out. And I haven't picked anything here. I might want to pick Nosebreaker for the long range phase, because they have quite some defenses. And in the medium range phase I do not want Nosebreaker, so I will now swap it back to Spread Fire for medium. Okay, they already broke the nose of one of these cruisers, but they need a pause to reacquire a target, so I think this makes it last a little longer. Okay, they killed 2 even with Nosebreaker, so Nosebreaker was okay. And now they try to flee, but they do not succeed, of course. So my main fleet able to handle them quite nicely. Much better than my other fleet that was destroyed, but the other fleet has of course weakened them before. Okay, the colony ship is ready here. And where do I want to send it? To this arid with Mercurite. And here we also finished one. Before the scout reaches us, I will send it over here. And I can already colonize it. I will take this one because it has a bonus. But I will have to build some basic buildings, buy out I mean, so I also need food, and oh yes, this one, and some basic happiness maybe as well. Okay, this was expensive, but I need to get my colony rolling. And my hero reached level 20. This doesn't help me, because I currently am not in enemy area, so I will now take this hit point regeneration, and it also allows me to get better stuff. Now I have to go back here and defend here. Oh, and well, I think that this ship will move away next turn because it is a scout. So my happiness now dropped because I colonized this new system. And now I can start producing results. I will make 2 results and 1 option. So, but the system will take only 3 turns, and then population will have grown to its maximum. So I will only make 1 ship, and then first switch my exploits to something else. They will keep waiting, and I feel I'm ready for the next turn. I still haven't invaded a system successfully. Okay, several of my other systems get ready to build troops as well. Let's flee because I'm unable to beat it, no matter what it is. Seems like their newer ship generation is mostly about missiles. So if I can verify this, I will redesign. Okay, I will redesign anyways because I now got a better armor type. And I will level it to this. And here's a Steam overlay blockading. I don't know if you have seen it as well. Hopefully you haven't. And the results also must be modified with level 2 armor. So and this one has no production. It will get colonial rights. I won't buy it out, it's too expensive. And then it will get this. Oh, this will be a massive research system because of it's having barons here, and it's pretty logical that it will be very research heavy. And all the others, no, it's not all the others, it's only one system, but it appeared 4 times because it finished 4 buildings because I bought them. So nice opportunity to heal myself. Very good. He retreated, despite having no place to retreat to, and I will... this might be a close combat, but I hope that I will win it. I should also consider upgrading my ships, which I think it's Warrior 4, right? Yeah, once they survive the fight, I will make an upgraded design for this, but first I will colonize here and buy out the basic buildings. Get the food exploit, but won't buy it out. Then infinite supermarkets. I'm still fervent, that's good for me. And here's another system that now can produce ships. But since it also will be grown to the maximum very soon, I will also only make one at this time. And they are approaching me, I do not have to click attack. Cruisers 6. They are very well defended against, well, almost everything. I think that these values are misleading. The reason for the differences in the high differences in deflect, shield and flak probably is because they have different tonnage, so they might have more flak modules. Anyhow, well, many of them have shields, but I hope that I will... What is their weapon of choice? Those guys still are using only melee kinetics. It was the other guys who mixed it up. These greenish guys and not the yellowish guys. Okay, that of course this helps me. I will play short circuit and then magnetic field twice, and we shall watch this battle unfold, because it is relatively close. They have adapted their defenses, but 2 of their ships are scouts with no defenses against I might actually want to pick something else. Let's take GOT. The small ships die relatively quickly, but the cruisers are well defended. But in this second phase I shall wipe them out. Especially if I counter them. Well, this hasn't happened in wiping them out, but... So now you go back to... Actually, this system might already be better, but it will cost me some happiness problems. So we go back over here, and we will definitely wait before sending in these invasion ships. So they won't get destroyed. Taken some damage. They seem to have used spread fire once again. Oh wait, I will first only send them here, and then I will make a new design for my warriors. Let's modify. So beam weapons, medium range, I'm okay with this. Deflect, I'm okay with deflect as well. Armor will be upgraded to level 2. Tonnage will be added. Special modules, fighters, nope. But I will add some flak modules. But more deflect. Because the one opponent on the top had only this weapon. Oh wait, it's only level 1. I of course want to have level 2s. Okay, level 2 apparently takes more tonnage. Or did I see that wrong? Yes, that's the case. Level 2 deflectors take more tonnage. Interesting, I didn't know that, but this is also a new thing here. But you have better opportunity to fill up the ship. If I remove one of those, I still can't add another one of those, so I will keep it this way. Everything I want to have at level 2 is at level 2. Yes, okay. Then I will apply this, and once they reach... the stupid thing is that I now have 2 similar ships, but I can divert further future models of those. I hope that I can upgrade them. I should have enough dust, probably. I'll see if I do. And they want to colonize, which makes sense. And their scout is still scouting around, and they even put a hero on their scout, which I think is always a stupid idea. Okay, now let's upgrade them. Oh, I cannot afford it. How unfortunate. So I will do it with individual ships. Okay, I spent as much as I could. I could only afford to upgrade 3 of those. But I'm having quite a good income. I still feel that building new ones is better in most cases. Here we still have some population to go, so I can make some more of those. I also will need some more invasion ships, but not before I have 2 full operating fleets of combat ships, so I can hold both empires off. And I need to also to revive my hero, which costs me 216. I could have revived him already and put him on some planet, because he's a hybrid after all, and when I don't have a second fleet, he still could be used this way. I hope that now I have enough dust for this, so I will heal him up and assign him to which system? The one that has second highest population. Here he will be most useful. There was another hero waiting, but I think my cap is reached. Yes, I don't have enough room. So Brivia now wants to change. 2 will get industrial, 3 will get a temporal finance, and the other ones get science, and this is perfect. It's exactly what I would have done manually as well, so making the best use of the boni of the different planet types. So where's my fleet now? Here. They couldn't move because I upgraded 2 of them. And I will use this opportunity to heal and kill their... this is a system hero which they put on... Wait, did I just press manual? Yes, I did. So we have to watch how this one ship will be wiped out. This looks pretty nasty. Tries to retreat, but I don't think that he can make it. No. Way too strong is my fleet. So let's now finally capture Xyturbia. It has... oh... okay, that's an invasion fleet with 8,000 invasion power and a hero. I feel that's wrong. They shouldn't put heroes on invasion fleets. I mean, they still give boni, but they are wiped out too easily to be effective. So, hit point generation, science leech, I think that's what I'm gonna take. I think I had checked this out before. Yeah, they will wait before the others arrive. And I will also want to colonize this last system. Or do I? I mean, it's not very necessary right now, but I think my home system can afford to make another net chip after this. My system here got the level up. Of course he will pick something like that, because and United Empire once again is invading me with a fleet that couldn't be smaller, but in this case I will let them have it continue or so. Okay, Buria is now ready and should have a bit better production in all capabilities but food, but we don't need food anymore. This system is blockaded. This is Imnos, and I will get this defense building. So they take a little longer to invade should they decide to send some actual invasion fleets. And here's a few fleets. They use now missiles and beams, medium range. Okay, so they now are really countering my ships, and I have to redesign right away because I'm not defended at all against beams, and they have defense. But I should just overwhelm them with my first I'll take Guillotine, because I don't want to spread the fire on ships that have shields. And then I don't need to play what can I play? Adaptive strategy and then short circuit. Can't really defend against their beams. For two reasons. I don't have the card researched yet that is necessary for defending against beams, and of course without shields, a card that boosts your shields, which you don't have, is not that great either. I've thought that they played nano repair, seriously? Something hit me quite heavily. Yeah, they also use missiles. Now it's their phase, the medium range phase. I'm also taking some losses. And there's still missiles flying in. It also already says victory. And all missiles miss. That's why they are called missiles. Okay, how many ships have I lost? I've lost only one ship. And I have to wait one turn. And of course I will blockade those guys. They wouldn't have fled anyways, I know this. But I will have to redesign my ships. First, the result will now be turned into Omni defenses. Therefore I will reduce they are not so much using. I actually need different designs against the different opponents. This will be an all-rounder design, but the option 4 will be, I will leave it as it is. It is for the yellow guys, and this one will be made for the others. I would rename it, but I can't. Okay, warrior is for bottom and option is for top. So I can't send in the zeros yet. Well, actually I can. And 14 turns. What? I think we were much further, and now it's 14 turns again. I'm not really making progress. I mean, I've colonized another system here, but that's not what I call progress. Okay, I now got the instant invasion troops and defense modules. Better defense modules. Okay, what's this? Oh. Yeah, I will pick these up, these small technologies here. New siege module. I will, before making new siege ships, I will get this, and also the bomber. And after that I shall get this one, so to improve the science output of my science worlds. This also has a few. For example, I could research this one, and then I could try to make peace with one of my two opponents. Could be quite the idea. And so once again I'll move through my ships and we'll level up the armors. Already had this one. Was it option that I had forgotten? No? What? For some reason this one already has. I'm confused right now. Okay, Soidan, I think this was one of my... Oh! Pirates are now invading here. Okay, first let's wipe out... What, a scout? Oh, they removed their hero. This was actually smart. And here's some blue guys making progress. It's the Sheridan. They don't seem to have that powerful fleets. Before I remove my ship, I will first check out what they have. Not so strong. There's a hero now on another invasion fleet. Okay, but I still can't move out because I didn't see that they have a scout here. So I now couldn't destroy their fleet, and they are can they blockade? Yes, they can. Because I need to stop these pirates over here. It's hard to find things that... this might be okay, but I think that this one's better. That was only one ship. I might want to take it out, but I will just gather ships here first. New research, some more military tech, none of those that I consider important. And another system to now that I see this, I find that in my mod I have to add industry tech to it. Because this is also about improving your ships. If a ship idles in the system, it gets 1 XP. That sounds relatively good. But first I need some ships. I will only make one for now. Check again. This time they have sent in another combat fleet, so I'll have to deal with the combat fleet again. And let's see, kinetic, medium-ranged missiles, kinetic, more medium-ranged missiles, and really good defenses against my weapons. So we are seeing almost as much medium-ranged missiles, but almost no beams now. So they have something of everything. So it's really hard to counter them. They also have long-range missiles. I need to play something that helps me in any case, and I feel that but they still have too much melee to just ignore it. I feel the best I could do is short circuit all the time, and I have forgotten to pick a targeting option, which I will now change to guillotine. I don't really see them firing missiles. I thought that they had missiles. But this might be a graphical bug. Let's memorize their card choice. Okay, they played this in the first, but then they played barrier. And my fleet is getting reduced. I think this is another colony ship. Let's check out. Their best weapon was beam. No, this was my best weapon. Okay, but the clock rang, so I will stop this episode here. But not after looking around a little bit more here. So the blue guys will take over this green system soon. Let's have a look where I am here. I'm third last, but I'm not extremely far behind. But the green guys are displayed to be the strongest, so I think this is kinda okay. The orange guys are probably close to their elimination. And I want to check the diplomacy. Who's at war with who? He has 2 wars. I don't know how many wars he has, but I think he also had a war over here. So the thing I'm going to do is to save now during the recording, so I cannot forget it. And the next time I shouldn't have to resume from an autosave. But actually this would resolve the problem with the double combats after saving, because it is made at the beginning of the turn and not at the end. And because if I load now I can attack here, and this is borderline to cheating. But I'll do it anyways, and so goodbye.